All right, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about the options for closing out a work order, payments, payment reversals, reopening a work order, and end-of-day reports. Let's start with the end-of-day reports. Go over here to the dollar sign, says reports, and by default, you're right in there. Invoices, today, you're going to see your cash payments, check payments, credit cards, and other goodwill, warranty, and all that. What I would do to print end of day, honestly, I would just highlight this, right-click, and go to print. That's going to give you your summary right there to put in your end of day envelope. You can write the date on there too. It's not included. If you have payments that aren't matching with credit cards, what you can do is export the entire payment details right here into an Excel file. Go ahead and save that. And then we're going to click and open that. As you can see right here, it's just going to put it all right into an Excel file for you. It's not populated because we didn't run any payments today, but it's going to show you everything: which shop, RO number, payment date and time, customer, how much they paid, payment type, any notes if you want to utilize that notes section, which we'll show in a little bit here at the bottom when you receive payment, whether the work order is open or closed or picked up, and payment type and payment name. You should be able to sort right through here to see anything you need to if you're trying to match up to the Clover statement at the end of the day. So that is the end of day process. Pretty simple, slightly different way to access it like the report in Protractor, but same deal. Let's talk about some of the options for closing a work order or putting payment on a work order. So I'm in an open work order here. Now say I'm going to go ahead and make a payment on credit card. This is where if you wanted to type notes, parents paid $200 down or customer left deposit, you can put a note there. I'm going to go and post this payment. Now, say I made a mistake and I posted that payment before the card machine came back and said it was approved. What we can do, if we need to refund the whole amount for some reason, you can always hit the reverse right here. This is set up in permission, so only the store managers are able to do this. So other advisors, you will have to have your store manager reverse all payments. But we'll go ahead and click reverse payment, add a comment on reason why, didn't go through, wrong amount, whatever, reverse payment. Now, say I went ahead and posted this payment and I'm like, oh, shoot, that was actually cash. Or say, you know what, the customer wanted to put $200 on one card and put the rest of their payment on a different card. What we have to do here, so say they put the $200 and we accidentally posted the $295, but they only paid $200 on that first payment. We'll have to do a payment of a negative $95.46. Put another note. Screwed up first payment. We can go ahead and post that payment. Now they owe the $95.46. They want to run this on a second card. They can go ahead and do that. Now we'll post that remaining payment. Now they're back down to zero. Now, say the customer wanted to put this on AR. Oops, I undid the 95. Let's make a payment real quick. 95.46. Get this right back to where it's supposed to be. Okay. Now we're back. They owe $295.46. Now this customer is going to do this work order on AR. So we'll go ahead, add the can job payment. Add that to your ticket. Now let's say this job's done. That's done. Here's our same payment agreement like we had in Protractor. We'll print out. We need to capture a signature on paper. AR cannot be done over the phone for those agreements. Now I'm going to go ahead and close this job at $295.46. Close job. All right, job is now closed. So if you go to your workflow status, you're going to see closed jobs. All right. So this is still pending payment. No payment's been received. Now, when the customer comes and picks up this car, if no payment is made, so we have an amount due, and we're going to check the picked up box at that time. Now this ticket and vehicle is picked up. No closed jobs. We go back to reports and we're going to go to accounts receivable. And now this job that I just did today is on accounts receivable. So this is going to be your working list of vehicles that we are owed money on. So you can always see our total due. We can export that to a spreadsheet. And this is where we're going to keep track of money owed. Now this shouldn't be as dirty of data as it is, especially in the Westminster store of AR data. It should be super clean. We'll keep this list pretty simple, and you can see all of your outstanding money in AR owed in one place. Obviously, customer owes on 3 tickets now, so we're going to go ahead if they want to come in and, all right, I'm going to go and make a $100 payment on this first ticket. We're going to go right down. Customer is paying $100 today as per their agreement. Post payment. Now they owe $86. If you go back to the AR report, now due 86. So we can see everything. The customer's paid 53.7%. And I just got an email for that payment. Another function that only the store managers, so Ryan and Daniel, have access to is to reopen tickets. This is awesome. It's a big difference from Protractor, where you're not allowed to reopen tickets whatsoever. So say on this one, oh shoot, we did not assign an advisor. Well, that credit for that work order is not going to go to the advisor. Or say I had the wrong tech. None of these are changeable right now because this ticket is closed and picked up. But all we have to do is go right here, reopen job. Again, you will have to have your store manager do that for you. That job is reopened. Now I can go ahead and put Steve as the advisor, and actually Diego did that transmission or that diff service. So you can go ahead and close job. Now this is really important. It's going to ask for mileage. Keep that the same. Obviously the right tech. Proceed. Now, this is fairly important. You are set up by default to close the ticket for the exact same date and time that that work order was originally closed. This is almost always going to be the case. However, say a tech finished a job over the weekend, they didn't tell us and we didn't log in and close it, you can go ahead and change a different date. Now, this needs to be closed to last week. And you can go ahead and change that so you can get this reporting on the correct week. Again, so there's no manipulation and stuff and nothing gets screwed up in reporting. Only the store managers have access to do that. Reclosing the job is picked up. Also, if you hit pick up by accident, you can always click it again. That job is not picked up. Going to show back up on your closed jobs. That's going to come off that customer's AR temporarily. Until we go back in and close that job or pick up, mark that job as picked up. Daniel, if you like what you saw, go ahead and smash that like button.